So, my dear friends, here comes your delta connection, because the last lecture I had covered star connection. So now we have to cover delta connection. Delta connection. Fine. So this will be our delta connection. So we have to keep few things in our mind. That is, we have got only three windings, and that is A dash. This is B and B dash, and this is C and C dash, right? So we have to form a delta here. Delta, it means all the phases are at 120-degree phase apart, right? So now we are provided with some supply, and supply is our balance supply, and that supply we have got, this is our VA, phase voltage A, this is our VC, and this is our VB. We have got three phase voltage, right? So we can write here, so VA is equal to VM sine omega t, this is our reference phasor. VB is equal to VM sine omega t minus 120-degree, or we can write Vm sine omega t and plus 240-degree from this side, right? So Vc will be equal to Vm sine omega t and plus 120-degree. So this will be equal to Vm sine omega t and minus 240-degree. So if we are measuring from this side, so this is negative and this is positive, theta. This is, we are talking about theta, right? So what we have to do, we have to form a delta. So delta, so I am taking according to this phase sequence. So this we have got VA, so this is, I am taking A dash, right? This winding, so this is our A dash. Fine. Now I have to take this VC. So VC you can take like this. This is your VC. So this will be, C, and this will be equal to C dash. Now I have to take AB. So this we can take, right? So this will be V dash, and this is B. So this is B. So we can make here this C silent and silent and A silent. So what we are getting? We are getting here, this is delta. We are getting this 1, 2 and 3 terminals, right? Fine. So we have got 3 terminals. Accordingly, we have arranged our delta, right? So what will happen here? This is our series. What will happen here? This A means IA, line current will flow. IA is line current. This is B means IL, IB is flowing. This is line current, and this is C. So this is our line. Fine. And because these are two phases, phase A and phase B, and between phase and B we have got line voltage. But what we are getting here, we have got one phase of delta. So we can say that VL is equal to V phase. Why? In case of delta, VL is equal to V phase, right? So this phase we can say BC. So a current will flow in this phase IBC, for this ICA, and for this IAB, IA and B. So current is flowing like this. So we can write here, what we can write, VL is equal to V phase. It means, this implies that line voltage will be equal to phase voltage. Phase voltage. Where? In case of delta. Delta में हमारा, this is 3 phase connection, 3 phase delta connection. यहाँ पर हमारे को line voltage और phase voltage equal मिलेगा. This we have to keep in mind. This is our first equation. Now we have to talk about this. So what about current? So what we can write? Let IP is equal to IBC is equal to ICA is equal to this is ICA, and this IAB. IAB is equal to phase current, right? So what will be IL? IL will be equal to line current, and what is this? Line current is equal to IA is equal to IB and is equal to IC. These are line current. IA is equal to IC. They are from line. Now, because line voltage is equal to phase voltage, so thing is simple. But what about current? We have got current. This phase winding has got IBC current. So this is phase current. So line current and phase current are different. So certainly we have to look for the relation between line current and phase current. We have to look for the relation between line current and phase current. So we can write, what we can write here? We can write by KCL at B. What we can write? Incoming current is equal to outgoing current. So what is incoming current? IB and plus IAB is equal to IBC. This implies that IB will be equal to IBC and minus IAB. So this is the one case. So we can get now line current IB. Okay, by KCL at C. Incoming current is IC plus IBC, and what is outgoing current? Outgoing current is ICA. So what will be IC? So IC will be equal to plus minus of IBC. So we can say like this. So IC is the phasor sum of ICA and opposite of IBC, means negative of IBC. So negative of IBC we can get by rotating the phasor by 180 degree. This we can show here. Later on we can show here. Okay. So just wait. So by KCL at here is incoming current is IA and plus incoming current is IA plus ICA and outgoing current is equal to IAB. So this IAB is going away, right? So we can write here IA is equal to IAB and plus of minus ICA. Same here we can modify, this is minus and this is plus, same here. So this is the phasor sum we have to take, means IBC and negative of IAB. So this is the whole thing. Now this is the connection, this is the relation, and this is the phase current relation. We have to find line current from this equation. So first, this is now useless for us, so I am just deleting it or rubbing it. Okay, so this is okay, fine. ACB is our phase sequence. Only in this phase sequence we can work. Okay, so ACB, remember. So fine. Okay, so now we have got this phase V and I, voltage and current. Here we are taking voltage and supply current, supply voltage, supply current, both are in the same phase. We are taking in same phase. Fine. So same phase means ki if we have got VA, okay, so IA will be in the same category, but we need not to worry about we need not to worry about line voltage and phase voltage. So just forget it. We have to concentrate on phase current and line current only. Okay, phase current and line current. With this phase current we have to calculate IB, IC and IA. This is our objective. Our objective is to find out the relation between phase and line current. So we have got phase current, we have to find out line current, right? So this is IAB. I am taking IAB, same phase. Okay, fine. This we can take IBC or ICA, right? And this is our IAB and IBC. We know that they are at 120 degree. आपने 120 degree पर you have plotted it 120 degree, right? Now These are the phase current. So mathematically you can write here, nothing to worry about. Mathematically you can write here IAB. This you can write IAB is equal to Im sine omega t. Okay, fine. So ICA you can write Im sine omega t and plus 120 degree you can write. Okay, 120 degree. Or we can write IBC, we can write Im sine omega t minus 120 degree. Similarly, in terms of 240 we can write, we need not to worry about. Okay, fine. So we have, first we have to find out IB. IB is the phasor sum of IBC and minus of IB. So IBC and minus of IB. So IBC we are getting here IAB. So this we can draw, this is minus of IB, this is minus of IAB, right? Fine, this we are getting here. So just prepare, because this is 120 degree, right? This is again 120 degree, so this will be 60 and 60, right? And 60 and 60. So and this is 120 degree, right? So this is 120 degree. Fine, so we are getting 120 degree. This is minus IB. So this phasor sum we can draw, phasor sum we can draw, a parallelogram we can draw like this, and this is our resultant. So this we can write now, IB is the phasor sum of IBC and plus of minus IB, minus IB. So this we can get IB, right? So what will be the angle if they are balanced? So this is angle 30 degree. So IB is equal to line current. Line current and phase current we have got 30 degree. All right. Okay. So now IC means phasor sum of ICA and IBC. Phasor sum of ICA and minus of IC. So ICA is here, minus of IBC. So we are going there. This is minus of IBC, right? So minus of IBC means we are going to draw a parallelogram like this here. Okay, like this. Okay. So IBC, and this is the parallelogram. So what is the resultant? So this will be angle 60 degree. And what is the resultant? So resultant will be here. It means we are getting here at 30 degree, and this is nothing but IB. IB is the phasor sum of IBC. Where is IBC? IBC and IB is here. So this is IC and minus of IC. This is IC. We are getting here IC. IC is our another line current. So we can say that this IL and this IL, they are also at 120 degree, right? So line current and phase current both are at 120 degree. Fine. Now IC, IB, the third one is IA, and IA is the phasor sum of IAB and minus of ICA. So minus of ICA you can get from this, like this, minus of ICA, right? So you are going to draw a parallelogram here. This is the way, right? So you are getting a parallelogram here. This is the way, right? So what is the resultant? This is the resultant, and this is 30 degree, and this is 30 degree. So you are getting here, what is IL means IA is equal to IL. So IA is the phasor sum of IAB and minus of ICA. IAB and minus of ICA. So we can measure here this angle. This is 90 degree. This is 90 degree. So what we are getting here, 90 degree, 90 degree and plus 30 degree. So 120 degree. So this is your three phase. Now we have to find out the magnitude of the line current. So we can take any of it. So what is IB? IP is phase current is like this. So any one of, because this is balanced, so one line current we can calculate. So what will be IL? IA will be equal to IL. This is the phasor sum of two phasors, IAB. So IAB square plus ICA, magnitude we are taking here. We take only magnitude to IAB, and this is ICA, and cos 60 degree, right? This is the angle between IAB and ICA. So this is 60 degree. So what we can get, IAB and ICA all are equals IP. So we can write here, this is IP square and 2 IP square into 1 by 2, this gets cancelled, so this is root 3 times IP. So we can say here, so similar is the case with IB and IC. So we can say here, what is the conclusion here? We can conclude here, the conclusion is line voltage is equal to phase voltage, and we can get line current is equal to root 3 times phase current. So this is the outcome of delta. That line current is equal to root 3 times phase current. So in brief we can write here, okay, so in brief we can write here, in brief we have to keep in mind VL is equal to VP, delta की बात कर रहे हैं, we are talking about delta only. So VL is equal to VP, IL is equal to root 3 times IP, P is equal to root 3 VL IL cos phi, or this is equal to VP IP cos phi. This is the outcome. And if we are taking also reactive power, so this will be equal to root 3 VL IL and sin phi. So this is the relation. This we have to keep in mind, 1, 2, 3 and 4. This we have to keep in our mind, right? Fine. And if we are talking about kVA only, so that will be equal to, kVA means S, and S we can write here, we can write S is equal to root 3 times VL into IL, and that will be coming into, we are getting in form of kVA. This is in kVA, this is apparent power, this is in watt, and this is kVAR, kilovolt. So this will be again kilowatt. So kVA, kilowatt, and kVAR. So this is all about your delta connection. So only you have to keep in mind two things, that is phase voltage equal to line voltage and line current is equal to root 3 times phase current. Fine. Now this three phase power, how we can measure? So we can measure three phase power using the economical way, and that is by the use of 2 wattmeters. So next topic I am preparing and I am delivering a lecture on it, how to measure 3 phase power using 2 wattmeter. So with the help of 2 wattmeter you can get power of 3 phase supply for lagging power factor load, leading power factor load, or unity power factor load. So for any type of load, with the help of 2 wattmeters we can find or we can measure the 3 phase power, right? So that will be our next topic. So that's all about delta connection. Thank you very much. And if you like it, if you like the way I have described, so please subscribe my channel and share it for other students also, right? Thank you very much.